A new study shows women are 25% more likely than men to be turned on for a raise when they ask for one, according to CNN Money. Well, local financial professional Mike Kojonen with PreserveYourDollars.com is here to talk about some common mistakes people make when asking for a pay raise and can tell us the right way to do it. Thanks for joining us this morning, Mike.
Courtney.
So research is already showing that women are in fact earning less than men.
Yeah, about 79 cents for every dollar a man makes. So they're already behind the 8 ball. And that gender pay gap is not expected to close for another 118 years.
Wow.
So women could use all the help they can get to get higher income, higher wages.
Okay, so what are some of the mistakes then that women tend to do when negotiating the salary?
Well, first of all, they're not even asking. You know, I think a lot of people feel uncomfortable asking for that raise. Studies show 57% of people have never asked for a raise. But the interesting thing is 75% of people who have asked for a raise actually get one. So the key point is keep asking or ask for the raise, because a lot of people haven't done that.
Sure, and how can timing then play a factor in this too?
Yeah, bad timing is important, because the best time to actually get a higher salary is before you even get the job, when the offer is made out to you before you start. Because every raise on top of that's going to be stacking. And if you've already been working for a company for a while, you don't want to ask at the wrong time. You know, when profits are low, when the boss is not in a bad, in a bad mood.
Right.
You want to do the opposite. You want to do it when they're happy, when things are profitable after maybe a really big deal went through. You want to ask for a raise then.
Sure. And besides mood, is there any other factors that can kind of contribute to?
Yeah, there's other factors goes into play as well. Like if maybe you find a job that might be pay $6,000 or $7,000 a year more, but you have to drive an extra half an hour each way. You know, that hour commuting each day, is that worth it? 5 hours a week to give up for your sleep or your family time or whatever that might be. You have to look at what your overall happiness and maybe benefits are more important than, you know, eating up that raise and probably fuel anyways.
Right, yeah, that one I think a lot of people forget about. They all just think of the end result, more money.
Exactly, but you're going to eat that up. You're going to pay higher taxes anyways on higher income, so you're going to come out the same.
Now, do women also tend to not ask for enough as well?
Typically they don't, yeah.
Okay.
So the key is be prepared when it comes time for that review time. Have your facts straight. Do your research. What does the average person make in that position with that size company and your experience that you have? Because I don't think a lot of the employers are expecting you to have those facts and figures. Or if you're in sales, how much revenue do you bring into the company? Because the average raise this year is only 3%, which is just keeping up with cost of living. So if you have the facts, hopefully you can get a higher raise as well.
Sure, and now I know one point you wanted to make is not making the most of it. So when you say this, what do you mean by it?
When you get the money, don't spend it. You know, don't buy the car, or don't buy the clothes, don't raise your expenses. Put that money into your retirement for the future. So 401ks and IRAs, because the average retiree today retires at 62. College graduates are not expected to retire till 75. So don't be that ugly statistic. I don't want you to retire at 75. I want you to put money away now so you can retire in your 60s.
Yeah, that would be nice to retire in the 60s.
Yeah.
And then when do you actually bring up that raise?
Well, obviously when you need it, but hopefully you have scheduled reviews, right?
Okay.
But you have to gauge the, you know, the overall performance of the company as well. You know, sometimes the companies, they want to give you the raise, they just can't because maybe profits are low. So you have to maybe just, you know, be gracious, and hopefully maybe they can increase your benefits and give you that raise at a later time. Any
final tips before we go?
Yeah, if there's an offer on the table, I think if they're going to give you a raise, ask them if you can take 24 to 48 hours to think about it. You don't have to take it right away. Just be patient, sleep over it, and they're going to be thinking as well, what is going on? Maybe you're looking at other offers as well. They might improve your offer.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for the advice this morning, Mike.
Glad to be here.